Galloway's support through sight loss.
Galloway's Get Active. Fairy Glen.
Okay, hi guys, it's James and Jane again on another of our video walks for Galloway's. Today we're at a place called Fairy Glen, which is between Wrightington and Parbold, and it's situated probably just at the bottom of Parbold Hill on the Wrightington side. There is a car park on the main road. It's a big lay-by, and that's probably about 50 yards from the start point of the walk, which is where we are now. You've got to take care crossing the road because, as you can hear, it's a pretty busy main road. There's no proper crossing points, so very careful crossing that. And when you come down onto the footpath, there is a big step down, so just be mindful of that. So come along guys, and we'll show you round Fairy Glen and some of the waterfalls that are here. Let's go.
The video starts with a small waterfall in Appley Brook. The autumn colours mainly on the floor. There's just a few leaves clinging to the trees.
Nestled on the side of Parbold Hill, above the rural village of Appley Bridge, Fairy Glen has a tranquil, secluded atmosphere.
So the path stretches out in front of us. Walking amongst the trees, we've got the brook on our left hand side. There's a small low level fence on your right. The path gets a little bit muddy in places.
The site follows Appley Brook, which has, over time, cut down through the underlying sandstone to create this deep Fairy Glen valley with its spectacular waterfalls and cliff faces. These features, interspersed within the ancient broadleaf woodland, make Fairy Glen one of the most picturesque woodlands in the West Lancashire borough.
The path meanders up and down and round the trees. Now it's just heading downhill. There's a little fence in front of you, and the path goes left and then right round it. Cross over the first little bridge. The camera's now showing a view up Appley Brook. Stream in the middle, autumn leaves on the left and right, and some green or some shrubs coming through as well. It's back along the main path. The brook is now on your right hand side, and the path just carries on walking through the valley bottom.
Designated as a biological heritage site for its oak, birch, ash and alder, the site boasts a rich and mature woodland biodiversity.
You can hear the sound of the stream and the birds. We keep following the path and it turns into a short boardwalk. It's probably about 2.5 foot wide. Just be careful, it may be a bit slippy. And it's just going over a boggy area in the valley bottom. You've got the copper brown of the leaves on the floor and some of the evergreen shrubs. The camera's now showing a high up view of the trees, which are all bare of leaves now. If you came here in spring, there'd be a blanket of bluebells and wild garlic and all sorts of wildflowers. The path now crosses over another little wooden bridge over the brook. The brook now flows over to on your left hand side, and we come up to a bench with a path on your left. The path on the left is the path that we come back to. The camera's now showing a view back to the bench and the bridge. There's another little waterfall.
There is a wide variety of flora growing at the site, and depending on the season, the woodland floor may be covered with bluebells, wild garlic, ferns and red campion.
There's a view of some little waterfalls with some moss covered branches laying down the stream. There's another bridge on our left hand side which takes you to another path, but we don't go over it. The camera is now just showing a view from the bridge down at the stream. Some little waterfall rapids. Got the whites of the white water, greens of the ferns on the side, and the golden brown autumn colours. So we now follow the path, which then heads to a flight of steps going downhill. They're not particularly steep steps, there's just quite a lot of shallow tread steps.
Fairy Glen is a linear site, but there are plenty of links to the wider countryside through the local public footpath system, with ample opportunities to find a circular route of a length to suit your needs. The main path meanders along the valley floor, crossing many small wooden bridges as the brook crisscrosses the path.
The video now shows a view looking back up the steps. At the bottom of the steps is another big wooden bridge going over the brook with the main part of the waterfalls. So there's a small waterfall near the bridge looking up the stream towards the bigger waterfall. There's moss covered rocks. The main waterfall is probably about 7 foot tall, coming over a cliff face, and the water is streaming down and bouncing off the rocks at the bottom. There's ferns and moss covering the rocks. So back across the bridge, we carry on following the path. So the brook is now again on our right hand side. You can hear the sounds of the babbling brook. Back along the main path we come across a really wet area on your left hand side, and the river's still on our right. The path does remain relatively dry. The big puddle is surrounded by golden brown leaves, and there's lovely reflections of the trees in the water. Keep following the path up until we go through a metal pinch gate. This is to stop people coming through on bikes. Once through the gate, you carry on following the path until you reach the road, which is a very quiet lane, and we turn left. We carry on following the little lane up to the left, and the hedgerow is a mixture of ferns, ivy, hawthorn, bracken, brambles. So a bit further up the lane we pass a few houses on the right hand side and we come to a footpath. The bird you could hear chirping was a dunnock. So we take the path on the left hand side and go up a gravel driveway, keeping to the left of the house. And we go past the house sign, which is showing a big silhouette of what looks like a robin. We carry on up the gravel path and just keep following the track straight, which will eventually come out to another quiet road. When we come out of the road, we turn left and head back towards into Fairy Glen. So we follow the road until we come to a sign that says Fairy Glen.
Fairy Glen. For more information about this facility, please contact West Lancashire Borough Council
on 01695 577 177, or visit the website at www.westlancs.gov.uk/countryside.
So we take the path to the left of the sign, and this leads back down into the woodland. And we go through another pinch gate into Fairy Glen. Keep following the path downhill, leads across a bridge and back to the seat that we mentioned earlier. And from here we just follow the path to your right and follow that all the way back to the start point.
Okay everyone, that's a walk round Fairy Glen, which is between Parbold and Wrightington. You've seen the waterfalls, the lovely sound of the streams, and some of the autumn colours which are just on the floor at the moment. All the trees seem bare. Really nice walk. It is muddy in places, so I would recommend, especially this time of year, I would recommend boots or wellies or something like that. We have had a lot of rain, but lovely walk. Probably only a mile and a half, 2 miles in length, the full loop, and there is pretty good parking if you're coming with anyone. So if you're interested in coming along, or you want to leave any comments, drop some comments in the section below and I'll get back to you. If you'd like to know more about the walk, you can either email me at james.coulton, that's COULTON, at galloways.org.uk, or you can give us a call on 01772 744 148, and I'll be able to tell you more about the walk and how to get here and things like that. So hope you're enjoying the walks. Shoot us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave us some comments, and we'll see you in the next walk.
I'm going to go and brew now.
Thanks for watching.
Galloway's, support through sight loss.